I hate to break the fishing news after Chuck, but I'd like to speak about the ice hockey.
Congratulations, you're one of the 13 listeners of the Real Life Podcast.
We just traded a migraine in for like an orgasm.
Might want to mark that down.
Yep. All of my projects are on schedule until they're not.
A member of the Nation Network of Podcasts.
About as funny as we're going to get today.
Okay, I think so. We're in a new studio.
We're not.
We're in an old studio.
We're in the old studio.
We're in an
halfway
old
through
studio.
an episode right
If you
now.
would have
What are you
heard,
talking about?
if you would have heard the first episode we just
This
did,
is just the mid episode intro
This
you
is
played.
the après ski of the first one.
So we started recording, then realized about 10 minutes in that, no, it was about 8 minutes in, that we weren't recording. Everything's moving now, right?
Everything's good. Like my
Everything's good.
microphone was on, so my jokes landed.
Yeah.
that 8 minutes might have been the best we've ever done.
No. Well, let's speed run it. Chalmers is still off the Red Bulls.
Plain bill of health.
The new studio upstairs is getting close, but the chairs are being delayed in shipping. But we're going to get up there eventually. We're going to be sitting around an island, very conversational, yada, yada, yada.
I need that to cover my locker.
Yeah, Chalmers needs that
I
to cover
can't
his locker.
believe that the people on CBC, Elliot lets them film him from that side angle around that table.
That's tough.
Yeah,
But then you can see his wingtip shoes.
yeah, it's true. He's got good shoes.
Fancy.
It's got great shoes.
I'm really excited to get up to the new studio. I mentioned that I hadn't had a cocktail on a podcast for about a month,
Good job, Charles.
and that I brought one
on
in.
a podcast for a month.
Yeah.
Why does Elliot Friedman look like he drove to the game in a convertible Prius?
Yeah,
Do they not own hairspray or gel at the CBC?
he just
studios?
really likes
It's-
Donald Trump.
It's his style.
Also, I think Bob Stauffer dyed his hair. Speaking of hair on TV.
Oh,
That was a
you
big
think?
topic the other day.
Was it?
On
Of course
socials,
he
it was.
died.
Yeah.
Okay, because
It's
it was
so
looking
obvious.
dark. Yeah.
Tell the story about the hair plugs guy on your team.
Oh, there was a guy once on one of the teams I played on. I won't even say what sport, but he got hair plugs, showed up, and everyone was like, "You got hair plugs?" And he's like, "You guys can notice." We're like, "Yes." So he went got them taken out.
Come on.
Oh,
Think
you
about
gotta see
you
it
got
through.
you got you can't.
Well, the
just,
people
like,
that
pay good
see him
money
all
for
the
those.
time are going to notice. Like Wayne Rooney. Everybody knew you got hair plugs.
Brian Urlacher.
Everybody, who
Half of
cares?
Hollywood.
but you also got to ride it out for a bit. Like they're not going to be
David
perfect
Beckham
off the
got
jump.
plugs.
yeah.
Bieber got plugs.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Rams
Think of the
coach.
Tuke era.
How do you know this?
Timothy
Oh,
McVeigh. Tim
Demois?
McVeigh? No,
Timothy McVeigh.
Really?
Yeah,
Timothy
Unabomber.
McVeigh.
Oh, no, the Oklahoma bomber.
Sean McVay
Sean
got
McVay.
injections in his face to make his beard grow better.
That's cool.
and it's not working.
Cool.
No, it's like kind of fucked up now.
It's kind of pretty patchy.
Anyways, welcome into the Real Life Podcast, brought to you by Odd Company. Very excited to be teaming up with them for the new Nation Beer Everyday Lager, a crisp, clean lager crafted for not just game day, but every day. It is delicious. It is available at either of their 2 locations or at a liquor store near you. Just go to Liquor Connect and punch it in. Also, sick merch. I'm rocking my Odd Company hat today.
Oh, I love their merch.
Yeah, their hats. And you have the one black hat with the rope. That is so sweet.
Yes.
You're all about the rope.
Not a big rope guy.
Big rope guy.
There you go. Shout out to our friends at Odd Company. Like we said, take 2 of the pod. We just kind of speed ran through everything we did. But what topic were we on?
Chalmers made a confession that he's now a meditator. He's a yogi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they were just asking me. So the old blood pressure was a little high, boys.
Yep.
Had to get it down.
Having known you since we were kids,
That is not surprising.
you're a high impact individual.
Yeah.
that blood needs to move.
I run
To be
hot,
you.
hence the sandals on November 5th, 14th, whatever today is. So yeah, I just was thinking about different ways to get it down. I heard about meditation and I have been doing it. And
It
it's
helps,
like
man.
15 minutes in the morning. It really depends on who you get to do it because some people talk not very calmingly,
Like,
kind of
do you
almost
get pissed off
annoyingly.
at them, or you're like,
yeah,
"Shut
you're
up."
just
Calm
like,
app?
you're not helping.
Do you have the calm app?
No, I didn't get the Calm app. I'm doing it through the Peloton app.
Anna Greenberg.
Yeah,
So
there's a couple.
different people on the Pelotons that do guided meditation.
There's about
Yes.
4.
Oh, okay.
There's 4 and then a 5th one that's like very sporadic. But I mean, all they really do is just like talk to you calmly,
Calmly.
tell you to breathe,
Tell you where to breathe.
tell you how to breathe. Like little things like when you relax your eyes, like feel your eyes fall back into the sockets. And
And then
say-
you do.
And you're like, holy shit. I'm like literally feeling that right now. And so, or they're like, help your spine dig into the floor. And you're just, as you're sitting there. And man, when somebody just explains that to you,
and then
it's
you
a-
can do it.
It's amazing.
Like when people you're in like yoga and they tell you like to breathe into your ribs and like or like your left side or this
Yeah.
or that. You're like, how the hell can I directionally breathe?
or like even just the it's amazing how easy it is to breathe in deeply and out deeply at a consistent pace when somebody is telling you when to do it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like Because normally you'll
You're
do
very
it and then
coachable,
you'll just start
Chalmers.
to so it gets you super just relaxed. And like I'm having very good mornings. I'm really not stressed out
You
in the morning.
sitting crisscross applesauce when you do it?
I can't. My knees a little tight these days. So I try. So I actually sit on a block. I sit on a block and then I can get my legs a little more underneath myself.
There's a couple of LBs or what?
No. Yeah, I'm eating better, but I'm eating more. Like, I don't know. No, the weight loss has not started yet.
Meditation requires calories, so
Yeah.
don't stress.
Yeah. So I thought, we're going to christen the new studio today. I thought because I saw some Instagram.
You had a vision.
I had a vision going to the hockey game tonight. So I thought, hey, let's have a cocktail.
You're
Let's
among
have a
friends.
cocktail with the boys.
Drink all you want, Giles. No one's here to judge you. As
Yeah.
long as that doctor says you're G to G, we're here behind you.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, it's not a clean bill of health where it's like, hey, okay, ramp up, bud. You're good. It's like,
I don't think any doctor would ever be like,
No,
you
here's
gotta
the
drink
funnel.
more.
No, it's like,
He brings you a
it's
Red
like,
Bull.
okay, you've seen what's working, maintain it. And so that's the goal. So that's,
So how much a month? How much time did it take for you to get it?
this was
back on
about
the
3
rails?
weeks to a month.
Okay.
I mean,
That's a
Yeah.
I think Chalmers has taught us a valuable lesson. What you need to do is have like 3 weeks every 3 years of super healthiness. And then the rest of the time, just return to normal life. And then tighten it up for finals and then let her go in the summer.
yeah, that would be nice. I don't think it works that way.
When you said me meaning you, drinking Red Bulls is the most selfish thing you can do right now, I think you caught truth in a jar and you just remember that shit, man.
It's true.
Because Red Bulls are delicious, but they're not.
There's
better
a
than the
lot of
boys.
selfish things that we do. Just, 25 to 30 drinks every week probably is a little selfish. If you really think about the longevity of things.
Yeah, you're
But it's-
doing it for you. So that's all.
I heard a one of those motivational things that I send to my son.
Oh, you're
I
still,
still haven't gotten any, by the way.
Are you
I'm not
sticking
sending
to-
them to you guys. You just make fun of me.
you send him to your son still though?
So
I want
yes,
them.
and
I
I
want
want
to make fun of you.
Yeah. See, the thing is he's starting to wake up earlier, and I want him to so I'm trying to send him at night so that he gets him in the morning.
Yeah.
But one thing was true discipline is putting off what you want now for what you want later, and it's really hard to do.
Delayed gratification, they call that.
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
No, nobody is. It's human nature to not be good at it. You have to be taught it.
I'm going to quote our new best friend, Jeff Merrick, who's probably used this quote a few times
that?
on his. You know who Jeff Merrick
I
is?
know
Oh.
Jeff Merrick is. I'm fucking with you.
Tradition is peer pressure from dead people.
That is so.
Yeah, you see,
that is so deep.
Times. I'm like, that's good
Now that the conversation swung around, congratulations.
to all of us. This
Wow,
is-
but I assume you did the deal. I mean, starting as a company up here in the sticks, and we have both Jeff Merrick and Frank Saravalli on it, man. That's no fucking joke.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. It just all came to be very quickly in late October. But yeah, no, we're pumped to have Jeff here. The fact that Jeff chose the Nation Network as his next act is still pretty crazy.
That's a bit of gratitude right
We
there.
inch towards legitimacy. We're
Yeah.
so fucking close now to being legit.
No,
There's
I
one
think-
legit,
We're legit in every market.
except
this
here.
but legit is when you have Frank and Jeff Merrick.
Oh, yeah.
combined.
Yeah, it was when I heard the news, I was like, that's
When he was wearing the hat, I was like, oh my God. First of all, where'd he get that hat? Secondly, oh my God.
It's a 101 for Jeff Merrick.
Fair enough.
it was like I knew what the US Nation was, and like that it was like this, niche cool thing, But when Frank started, I was like, okay, that's not like
legitimized.
that's not small time anymore.
Nope.
And then obviously Frank and you guys have built you've built this thing in the last couple of years, and now to get Merrick is just like another checkpoint.
I like that's as credible as it gets.
What's he gonna be doing?
He's launching a new show called The Sheet on December 2nd.
Ooh,
So that'll
Why
be
is it
on-
called the sheet? What's that mean?
what does that mean?
like
Sheet of ice.
sheet of ice, sheet of paper, like so many kind of applications of
Okay.
sheet to hockey, stats, like just all the things Jeff loves about hockey. He's just like a giant hockey nerd. Like he
I-
loves hockey.
He's
I
on
thought it
high
was
for
gonna
knowledge
be
of the
a,
game.
Yeah, like he tells his story of like his parents dropping off the Hockey Hall of Fame when he was 6 with a notepad. And like
Yeah.
that's what they did while they went to like go do their thing.
I thought it was a podcast about looking back at the wire. The sheet.
There's some guys.
I would love to do that because I just recently completed The Wire, but
There's some guys that like their understanding of hockey, like LT, Low Tide's one of them.
yep.
his understanding of hockey is so huge that to listen to him talk, you learn about the game. And I feel like Jeff Merrick's on that list too.
Is like his history, like his encyclopedia mind of hockey is intense, but also like deep into the future of the game, like prospects and like
He's on the pirate ship now.
he's on the pirate ship now. So
Arr.
he's going around in his hoodie. He's making his rounds across all the shows.
Unbuttoned.
Unbuttoned,
ready to-
full sleeve tats.
Have you ever
Yeah, that was the other shocking thing. I
Give
couldn't believe the
takes
full
no
sleeves.
limits.
All tatted up.
Damn, man. That's like when finding out Gord Steinke had tats.
Yeah.
This is some shit.
John Clayton had a big ponytail.
Who's that?
He's an old NFL guy. You don't know. You don't know.
Okay.
I don't think anyone knows Chalmers.
John Clayton?
John Clayton.
Don't worry about it then.
Until we start talking about Lou Pasaglia, I'm out.
Yeah, that guy can kick you a field goal with his eyes closed.
Yeah, right.
Are we excited
And a
for
rouge if
Are we
you needed
excited
to.
for the Grey
Hell of a
Cup?
duster too.
Have you seen that Eskimo or
That's a no.
Elks clip that's on making its rounds because they can't believe there was a walk-off punt to end a CFL
Yeah,
game?
the Rouge.
And
The
the guy
Rouge.
beats this, like kicks a super punt.
Yep.
I think
Who was that guy?
I think Chris Berman had it in as fast as 3 minutes on the Monday night
It was a
football.
missed field goal, wasn't it?
No,
Wasn't
it was a punt.
No, he punted
It was a
here.
punt.
Okay.
Apparently, there's a rule where if you
Yeah.
can punt it through the end zone,
Yeah,
you get
Rouge.
1 point.
Yeah, Rouge. You
Rouge.
didn't know
It's a
that?
classic
No, I
Rouge.
didn't fucking know that. Why would I know that?
It is the identity of Canadian football.
It's your classic Rouge.
What do you mean you didn't know that? You've
swear to God,
grown up around
no,
the
I-
sport.
Buddy?
You don't know about a Rouge
Buddy,
at all?
I learned
I
about
did
win
not
by a
know that.
rouge before I heard win by a nose.
There's a hilarious Simpsons episode where he's bored and he's watching the CFL draft and like the Saskatchewan Rough Riders only had 3 Rouges last year.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay.
That is legitimately stunning that you didn't know
I
that.
just didn't know that. Just didn't have a. Just,
And the other interesting rule that if you kick the ball past the line of scrimmage and receive it, it's an automatic first down.
so I, as the quarterback, can if I can't throw it to somebody, I can legit like they're
You
all
just kick it
covered.
like 4
I can
yards
kick
and
it.
then receive it, and then you get a first down.
Yeah, so if it was third and 30 in
How
the
dare you
CFL,
suggest a fourth
Yeah, I know.
down?
So if it was 3rd and 30, you could throw like a screen pass out left, fake like you're doing a big Hail Mary, right? Get all the defenders down there and then fake a little or throw a little screen left. The guy could do it right on the line of scrimmage and just kick it 3 inches and pick it up, first down.
That's like rugby.
It's Canadian
It's like
football,
rugby
man.
and
It's
American
Canadian
football mixed together
I don't
to
even
make
understand
the CFL.
how these rule changes came to play. Like, did James Naismith, inventor of basketball, get together with Charles Football the first day of the CFL? He's like, I have some notes.
Well, what was
Do
first?
this,
Like
do
this is
this.
the 111th Grey Cup.
The ball needs to be bigger. Why? Because it can be.
Like it was football in Canada first before the US? Like it was bigger in Canada at one point than the US, but
Yeah. There was a weird window where the CFL was bigger than the NFL.
yeah, very weird window.
Like when oil was underwater for value.
Weirdest window ever.
Rugby football, from which Canadian football was developed, was first recorded in Canada in the early 1860s, taken there by British immigrants possibly as early as 1824 via Wikipedia.
Okay. When did it start in the US?
1952.
Oh, longer
I don't
than that.
know.
Leatherheads. That's probably
Yeah.
in the 30s, 20s.
I'm sure it was
Notre
long.
Dame, yeah, they were doing stuff.
Yeah. I don't think it's as deep rooted.
Oh.
1983.
Basketball was although Naismith was Canadian, he invented the game of basketball in Massachusetts. Massachusetts.
You're looking at the wrong
Massachusetts.
thing. We're looking into the wrong things
Yeah.
here. You need
I
to clean
know.
up your investigation.
But I don't know. I can't find the answer. So
What did you search?
Big time for
You searched-
sports in
did
the late
Canadian
1800s.
football come first? The AI overview on Google, which if you've been online know is not that reliable, says no. Canadian football did not come before American football.
What, you guys got plans for the Grey Cup?
Oh, I thought we were going.
Well, it's a national holiday and it's a stat holiday of Nation HQ.
Oh,
Yeah, we were
It's
all
a
supposed to be
Sunday.
going.
When is the Grey Cup?
Sunday.
Sunday. We were gonna go if
Yeah.
the Elks got in, because our
It's-
squad bet was
yeah.
gonna.
We were
be
going to fly in day off.
frothy.
It's the Chad Kelly less Toronto Argonauts who are going to
Dude,
Nick Arbuckle.
Did you see the
John
video of
Arbuckle and
him
Garfield.
when he got hurt?
Yeah, he was like holding his leg together.
That was hard to watch.
He's playing in the Grey Cup?
Chad Kelly?
No,
Who's that?
he's not going to make the trip.
Chad Kilger? Former Oiler?
Chad Kruger? Nickelback?
What a weekend of sports.
Jonas Brothers are there. Come on.
Oh,
That's actually
That's
a pretty
actually
good
a
get.
big. The fee for them is probably more than the cap of both teams.
Probably.
Friday night. We got Tyson, Jake Paul.
I'm excited. Are you watching the docuseries that leads up to it?
Know what I'm going on Friday.
So it's making me, so I was so confident Mike Tyson was just going to pummel the shit out of him. You watch the documentary, I go, I don't know about
He's
that
actually
anymore.
a legitimate boxer, man.
It's not just that, but like I'm worried about Mike Tyson's like ability to stay kind of, it's like boxing's hard and like being 58, like
Yeah,
he's in
the
The
good
one
shape,
thing
but,
you
like,
need to know
the
about
cardio.
boxing,
Do you
thing
remember-
you need to know about boxing is it only takes one shot.
Well, that's the thing that I'm
And
like,
you're talking about Mike Tyson.
if Mike
It's-
lands one on the button,
I don't even know.
Jim,
I just
okay?
think if he lands a good body shot, like you see the training videos of Tyson, that's like Balboa. But like, remember the movie Balboa when he's like just wheeled
Okay,
Sylvester Stallone
Can we
out.
tinfoil hat this for a second though?
But
too?
there's like, you don't have speed, so you need to learn to hit hard or heavy. Like Tyson throws bricks.
He is 58 years old.
and they are friends. They are legitimately friends.
well, I'm just like
senior
at 58
citizen.
years old, if Jake Paul catches him one on the button, he's going down.
How can they be friends?
They're friends.
Come on.
They are friends, man.
It doesn't
I don't know
sound
what to
like it
tell
in the
you.
documentary.
Can I quiz you guys
So if
here?
they're friends, Mike Tyson wins this one.
Yep.
And then
They have another one.
Jake wins the
The
second one.
only thing both of them want is a rematch.
Yes. And they're both making money.
Did you see what Jake Paul had on?
Diamond
For
ear tips.
a diamond ear tips. And when they asked him what that was, he's like, "Oh, I'm not planning on getting my ear bit on this in this fight."
What do you guys think the sports books are saying?
Jake Paul's favored for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I would say that too.
Well, I'm going to call it a pick 'em.
I'm saying
I would
Jake
say it's
Paul,
like-
I'm going to like say minus 180.
Minus 180, plus 250 for Tyson. That's what I'm guessing.
Minus 210 Jake Paul, plus 165 Mike Tyson.
Who?
I'm buying into the whole they're friends theory. So I think this goes the distance at plus 150. And they'll
They're
be like some-
entertainers, man. This is a show. I don't think.
It's also
I think they
2-minute
want to go the
rounds.
distance. Do you know what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? He knocks him out in the first round.
So you don't think it'll go distance?
No, I think it will. I think
Oh,
they're
yeah.
going to make sure it
Me too.
does.
And they're, like you said, quick rounds, not as many rounds. Like it's going the distance. Plus 150 is your play.
So decision, Jake Paul, and then another.
No, I think decision Tyson makes it almost absurd second rep.
Wow.
matchup.
Tyson by decision is plus 1100,
So here's the
What
thing.
about Tyson knockout.
plus 250.
So Tyson's probably, they probably talk and they're like, look, this is a TV show.
Yeah.
This is entertainment. Let's make it go the
It's the
distance.
Hangover 3.
But Mike Tyson, let's not forget, is a crazy person.
He's a killer, man.
So when he gets punched a couple times in the face, he might just go,
Before you even get there, like
fuck this.
when you watch the documentary, so I've got one episode left. When he's watching, there's a point where he's watching Jake Paul win a fight and he just starts chuckling to himself. And then he goes on this monologue about manufactured killers versus natural born killers. And he goes, guess which one I am? It's fucking terrifying.
Nobody has to guess, Mike.
Papa Joe Rogan had him on twice. And once he was like big and fat and was doing the cannabis company and he was super relaxed. And he says to him, are you working out or anything? He's like, no, I can't. I can't even get on a treadmill. He's like, what do you mean you can't? He's like, it awakens the beast. The next time he had him on, he was fit. He was training for, who was he fighting then?
I don't know.
It was probably for this one before the
No, he had
delay.
an old man fight before this. He got fit. Maybe he was just sparring. I don't know. Anyways, he came back. Joe Rogan said in his new studio, his table's wider now because he never wants to be that close to a guest again because it legitimately scared him. Jake Paul isn't scary.
He was the most feared person in the heavyweight. Everybody
Paul
would
isn't
come
scary.
out with all this flash and pomp and circumstance that surrounded your entry to the ring. They literally started a song. Didn't matter what song it was. Mike walked out in black
Remember
shorts
that? Yeah.
and a cut towel over it.
It was just
and
a gong.
dudes in the ring were like, "Oh my god!" And he
Yeah.
just walked
Yeah.
and he just looked. It was.
Jake
it was
Paul's
a,
never scared anybody like that in his life.
Guys, it's a 58-year-old against a in his prime boxer.
But he could wake up for
Oh my
14
God.
seconds and
But
punch
there's
Jake
also
Paul
the-
through a wall.
The
man.
other angle, though, that they talk about in the documentary is Mike Tyson's boxing IQ is through the roof.
That's fair.
compared to Jake Paul, who's only been doing it for 4 years.
That's a good point.
So he says, like the footwork that Jake Paul, they even talk about it in the documentary, including Jake Paul's trainer. He goes, your footwork needs to improve, or Mike Tyson will eat you up.
And Mike, the whole story of Mike Tyson, he's trained by a guy who has the coolest name in the world,
Customato.
Goes and lives with this guy. All they do is eat, sleep, breathe boxing
Oh, so
for
that,
years and years and years.
Wanye, that was 2020 against Roy Jones Jr.
Oh yeah, how did he do?
It was
wasn't it?
split decision.
Yeah.
See, but Roy Jones Jr. he was one of the best. He was best pound for pound fighter at one time in
Jake
his life.
Paul's never been best anything of anything, man.
And the only time he's fought a real boxer, he lost.
So then maybe Tyson by decision is the play, 11-1.
It's not.
I think
maybe
Tyson
sprinkle.
wins. They have a rematch.
Oh, is that
Jake Paul
Fury?
wins.
Is it-
Yeah, he
Is it
lost to
Fury?
Tyson Fury.
Or Nick Fury.
No, Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Not Tyson Fury.
No,
not
Tyson
the
Fury's
Gypsy King.
younger brother.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes. Tyson Fury.
He's the boxer.
He's the Gypsy King.
Yeah,
Tommy
yeah.
Fury.
Tommy.
Tommy.
So that was the only fight Jake Paul's lost was against a real boxer.
I just don't see how Tyson loses this. I mean, like, if you saw him in the press conference too, the lady was like, "What do you think this fight's gonna happen?" He goes, "I'm gonna win." And the lady goes, "Well, how can you say that? You haven't boxed." And he just stops. He goes, "I'm going to win. Did you hear me, lady? I'm going to win." And like, it was, if you've ever seen him in press conferences, when he gets upset with somebody and he starts talking mad, I saw that in his eye for like a second.
They have a great compilation of Tyson interviews over the last
Eating
however
children.
long, where he goes, "Are you going to hurt him, Mike?" He goes, "Oh yes, I intend to hurt him very badly." And I'm just like, God, that's scary.
I've seen stories of him talking about being in jail, and they're like, "Did you have any problems?" He's like, "Are you crazy? I'm Mike Tyson." They're like, "Okay."
Go check the one where after a boxing match, he's like talking with whoever the old ring guy was. And he's like, "My back, it's broken. I broke my back." And, and the guy's like, what? He's like, "I was fighting with a broken back."
And he goes, "What vertebrae?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "Spinal."
It's so good.
But then I started watching old Tyson slip videos from the 90s. He was devastating.
Yeah.
Devastating.
So I'm going to be watching
That's
that
Friday?
Friday. We got
Friday?
Friday,
tomorrow.
card starts at 6.
The world is just moving further and further away from God's light. We got a senior citizen fighting Jake Paul on Netflix of all fucking things.
They've also got, like, I noticed Netflix because I flagged this as like, I want to watch it tomorrow. They've got NFL games coming up on Christmas and stuff. Like Netflix is doing.
got NFL games.
Yeah, there's a Chiefs game coming up on Netflix. That's like only place you can watch it.
Taylor Swift?
Mm-hmm.
So BM, do you know this? I know that the card starts at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yep.
On Friday.
Yep.
My kids have hockey. Like, God damn it. But if I want to watch it after the fact,
Of course you can watch it.
yeah, it'll be like a streaming thing that's.
Yeah, it's just like the
But
Tom
will it
Brady
be?
roast.
Can I start it at any point of that night?
That I don't know. Because
You
like
can
there's
definitely
also
fast forward it and just get to the
I
Tyson
think you should be able
Paul.
to.
there's
Yeah.
also the opening card that I'm just learning about that everybody's excited about. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano. That's the two best female boxers on earth, and they're having their first rematch since a controversial finish. Apparently, some people in boxing are more excited about that one than the actual main.
How do you think that the prize, the purse should be divided between Tyson and Jake Paul? Because I know how I think it is.
That's an interesting one because Jake Paul brings a totally different demo to the
He's
fight.
getting like,
He's the
promoter on this fight, for sure.
He's boy promotion.
Well, like just in the sense that like he's making so much noise, Jake Paul.
The only thing either of these guys want is a rematch. I will stay on record to saying that.
Or
100%.
And apparently that going back to that, the opening fight between Taylor and Serrano, that is the largest purse ever for female boxing.
Netflix is changing the game a little bit in
No,
that regard.
that's Jake Paul changing the game.
You think he's bringing in that much money?
Well,
I mean, with
he's
Netflix, yeah,
commanding,
you're right.
But
Yeah.
it's the
He's-
Jake Paul machine that's
He's promoting it well. Like
and he pays the opponents like in those other fights like really, really well.
So he pays his opponents to fight him?
Yeah.
That's power.
so do you want to know how much they're making for this fight? It's estimated
40 each?
that Jake will make $40 million for this fight and Tyson will make 20, half of that.
Damn.
Yeah.
to me, Tyson's got the bigger risk.
Oh, for sure.
It's not close.
He does, but I don't think
Jake Paul
people
has no legacy.
like, I don't think people under the age of 20 years old know who Mike Tyson, know what
We're
Mike
about to
Tyson
find
is.
out.
You can tell. You can tell. But
I don't
just
know.
like
Sorry, go ahead, BM.
I just think like the younger you get, the more you don't know what kind of animal he was.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where I'm coming from here,
That's
but
exactly
like,
where you're coming from. You are dismissing Mike Tyson, and I will not
At
stand
your
for it.
peril, sir. At
I
your
would not-
peril.
I will
There
not
was
stand for
rarely
it.
times
Even
where you saw
75-year-old Mike Tyson. I ain't fucking
if
with.
you put Wayne Gretzky on the ice tonight in the Oilers game, you think he gets a point?
Have you seen Mike Tyson
Yes.
training? Have you seen how hard he can still punch? Granted, it's in training and it isn't 3 rounds into a fight, but that guy for at least 10 minutes is going to be punching.
Like
at
he's
an
got
insane
a
level.
that's what Jake Paul's probably relying on is fatigue.
Yeah,
There's
probably.
no
One that
drug
you-
test.
You lose stamina, but he's still strong.
Well, it's a
AF.
sanctioned fight though, I think. So don't they have to?
Sanctioned by whomst.
I don't know.
I would allow a
boxing
60,000-year-old man
the
to fight
boxing
him.
authority.
Okay.
I would like to see Jake Paul's face when Mike Tyson walks in the ring, because like even
Yeah,
some of the best
you're right.
heavyweights in the world, they would be able to at least fake that they weren't like nervous, when every boxer should be nervous when you get into a ring. Mike Tyson had people that were visibly scared. Like there's
Peter McNeely. Remember
like
when he
Joe
fought that guy?
Fraser's son, when he boxed him, I watched an old YouTube clip of it, and them standing there. If that dude could have done anything to not be in that position he was in, he would have done it. You could see it in his face. He was scared shitless. And I think like there was a couple other guys that were like that. Peter McNeely was like
When
that.
he got out of jail, I remember that fight. He got out of jail and he was just like, no pomp, no circumstance, had the towel on. Like, he's so scary, man.
I'm looking
Fuck.
forward to this one.
I'm too.
Yeah.
I don't generally care about boxing all that much, but this one's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the Jake Paul machine if Mike Tyson wins.
And back in the day, like
Well, so
Boxing needs fights. Like, the
they
whole
go
sport's
into
in
it
decline.
too. Like the scenario is Jake Paul gets knocked out by Mike Tyson. Cool ass story. Or the flip side is he beats Mike Tyson, and then he's got that.
and he's
forever.
one of 5 people in the world that can say they beat Mike
maybe
Tyson.
it goes like the Rocky effect. He loses to Apollo Creed and then wins the next one to become
Good.
the champ.
when you
Yep.
when you were talking about the guy who's the analogy for like when you want to say, oh man, like, what do you think you're going to fight Mike Tyson? Like, he was the person you said there was songs. I think I could beat Mike Tyson. Like
And Will Smith.
he
come on.
was the guy that was like the folklore of you
Mike
thought you
Tyson
were tough
punch-out's
boy that you
elite.
could beat Mike Tyson. And Jake Paul has a chance to do it.
You know
His
what I
record's
was
like
shocked to
60
find
and
out?
5.
I was shocked to find out Don King's still alive.
Oh wow.
I thought he was dead
That
like
is
100 years ago.
Surprised
is
Mike
very
didn't kill him,
surprising.
He's
taking all that
old as
money.
hell, man.
So if Jake Paul can't beat Mike Tyson, the next boxer he takes on, George Foreman.
yeah.
You want to make a wager on this fight?
He's looking,
I
he's
will
looking
if I
at
get the
JR.
odds.
Well, you're
What?
making it seem like Tyson should just wipe the floor with him.
Well, then why should I bet you? I should just make a bet with Bet365.
Okay, fine. Don't take a bet with me.
What,
That's
what
fine.
do you
Oh, I
want
thought
to
you were
bet?
meaning like
I want
bet
to
on
walk
an
it
app.
through.
Like if you
What do
want
you
my
want to bet?
cash, I
Oh,
want
no,
the
I was
odds.
going to make a little nation beer wager,
Oh, okay, go on.
but you're being a little chika chika.
Oh, fuck. I like
That is not how a
I
chicken
like-
sounds.
Okay.
I like magpie with my beer. Go ahead.
Put in the subtitles, made chicken noise, because they might not get it.
Is that a reference to The Office?
No, Arrested Development.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Chicka. When they say yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
None
good.
of them can ever do a chicken noise.
Really good
Just
callback.
bet you straight up 4-pack of nation beer.
Chicka.
Done.
Chicka.
Okay.
Beauty.
Shake.
I have
Got him.
Tyson, you have Paul.
Shake.
You. So what? Like, but like, this is just clean win.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
just a four-pack.
So whoever
Nation
loses
beer.
just has to go in that other room, grab a 4-pack of Nation beer, and give it to the other
Yeah,
guy.
drink it on the air, though.
Yeah,
All four before the hour's done.
Yep.
You got an hour.
Imagine how much pee that's gonna be.
Look how happy he is.
He's just thrilled about it.
You can't lose either way, Jake Paul.
BM sent me a really good one the other day. It was someone posted, quote, "You pee a lot," and they go, "I have no time for opinions from the dehydrated." Yep. That's where we're at. Good.
So
Mike
Jake
Tyson.
Paul, Mike Tyson, hockey game Saturday,
Yeah.
Grey Cup Sunday. When will we find the time to stay sober?
That's your concern?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my-
it is.
Are you
My
telling
drink count.
Tyler or your doctor right now?
No.
Who are you telling?
1,000-point night tonight for Connor. Come on.
Come on.
Well,
This is the time to celebrate.
Let's talk about that a little bit for our friends over at Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION to get in on a huge range of markets. NATION, all caps. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Okay, let's do this. Jay and I took our turn to down ON every day. I want your hyper-specific prediction for how McDavid gets 0.1000. So I said, Ekholm's going to fire a pass from the D zone. Draisaitl in the neutral zone will just tap it across to a flying McDavid who comes in down the left side and then beats Saros with one of those like short side wristers he likes to do up by the ears. So that's what I'm going to say.
I just did this on low tide, so I'll go.
Okay, you go.
Breakout. So all three forwards touch the puck, right? Connor McDavid flying through the neutral zone. First goal of the game. Place goes bananas. We have a 12-minute delay
Okay.
for cheering.
I am going to be
Assist or goal.
Goal. First goal of the night.
I'm
Connor
going to be a
McDavid.
little bit different. He's definitely going to get the puck. He's going to wheel through the neutral zone. He is going to drive wide, make a man make a move on the man, delay, pull the other D over across the ice to somebody who one times it in.
We need that somebody.
It could be, okay, who's he playing with right now exactly?
Hyman and Nuge.
I think it's going to be Hyman.
Has to be Hyman.
I think it's fitting that it's Hyman.
He's coming up the left side in your vision, right?
Yeah, because there was, God, the one play in the last game when he just like went in deep. He draws everybody to him and makes just like the last second pass, which is perfect. It's going to be an assist. Okay. I know that for sure. Can I tell you something? You going to give us a hyper one, Wanye?
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Thing, though.
Well, no, you give it and then I'll tell you about it.
I think I think he's going to score a goal on the power play.
Oh, you're all going goals, eh?
I think so, man.
Yeah,
I think he scores to get 1,000.
Exclamation point.
He wants it. I think he's just going to score a fairly unremarkable goal on the power play, but the ovation will be for the ages.
No, it has to be an unselfish, but I did everything to get us to this point. I flew through the neutral zone. I deked out 2 dudes and then unselfishly put it on a tee for somebody. That's the Connor McDavid way.
Mine is, and I forgot to elaborate on the initial point. He comes from behind the net. Leon's in his like 1T spot. Give and go pass. He then continues to go around with the puck, drawing all the attention back to him. But knowing Leon's in his office, they buy on pass, opens up lane, high blocker.
I like that one.
Okay.
Is it nice to see that Leon's really placing his shot recently?
Scoring on every shot he takes.
Both
feels
those
like.
guys are heating up right now, and that is devastating news for everyone else.
Power play is looking good.
So I could take us to this game, and I was going to take my son, but because I thought my wife was just not an option because she goes to bed at 8:00. And I was like, listen, if you want to come. Like could be McDavid's 1,000 point. That's going to be pretty cool. It's a Thursday night.
And you're like, please don't
And
come.
she's no. I do was like going with the boys, but definitely love going with the wife. But so it was kind of cute. She said, so like they'll stop the game. Hey, like they'll give him that stick. Right. And I was like, huh? And she's like, well, like just a week ago. And she's talking about
1,000 games. Yeah. Backlund.
It was 1,000 games. And I'm like, no, they give a stick for 1,000 games, but not 1,000 points. And she goes, so they're not going to stop it at all? And I was like, I don't even know how to answer that.
Well,
what do you think? Are they going to stop it?
So
I think they'll stop it.
When Evgeny Malkin scored his 500th goal a couple of weeks ago, the Penguins all came onto the ice. They did a bench clearing, everyone go hug Gino thing.
He's in the final act of his career, though.
I
Connor's
know.
Still.
So I
charged
feel
with the bench minor after.
I feel like Connor maybe would be the guy who goes, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Of all people, it is him. That's
Right.
He's getting highlights as he will when he's 37, 38. I think it's a little bit more likely.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Like
treat him
big
like this.
milestone.
Yeah.
like I even think
5,000
about
point.
when he
1,000
scored.
points to him was that's just a
So
stop on the map.
Did I hear you say that he probably told them like, do not do anything?
I think so.
It's business as usual.
I think the next TV timeout, they'll have a 90-second video that will play, and it'll be like his first point, 500, this goal, that goal, and then he'll do a little thing to the crowd.
Since you said it, it just reminds me of when it was that weird COVID year with nobody in the building, and he scored a hat trick, and the staff threw hats on the ice, and he was just irritated about it.
Or when he got his 100th point that year in 56 games, and there was no one in there.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Just to wrap up the betting talk really quick, you can do the all McDavid same game parlay. McDavid to score, McDavid to get an assist, and McDavid 4+ shots on goal. Bet on him to have a dominant night. Plus 375, 50 turns into 237. Giddy up. Shout out to our friends over at Bet365, the largest sports betting platform globally. That promo code, once again, is Nation. We're going to keep rolling, but first we're going to step aside for a quick break.
Before we do, though, one thing I'm having a lot of fun with betting on Bet365, I'm just doing shot parlays.
Ooh, just players?
Scores are relevant. You're just chasing the shots, and it's fun.
All right, we're going to keep it going, but we're going to step aside for a break. Back half of the show brought to you by our friends over at Sherwood Ford, the giant hockey fans helping hockey fans. Free valet service for all nation citizens with Nation Valet and anyone. Never visit the dealership again for your car service. It doesn't matter if you didn't get your vehicle with Sherwood Ford. Doesn't even matter if it's a Ford. If you need maintenance done, you can bring it to Sherwood Ford, the giant, and take advantage of the Nation Valet service.
Tyler, I have 2 things I have to talk about today, and they're non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Would you like to witness history, or do you want to hear a story about you?
We'll do the history one because I'm pulling it out of the bag for you right now. Like you've been drafted yourself.
Oh, look at that.
You're
great.
Your Bronny James jersey.
Yeah.
NBA wouldn't let me buy it off the website for some reason. They canceled my transaction. Had to get Bag Milk to help me.
Is it audacious that it's 9?
Why? Who's
Why?
9?
Well, Kobe was 9 briefly.
No,
Kobe
8.
was 6.
8:24.
8:24. Yeah, sorry.
How many
Okay.
times can
Then
one
disregard.
man get
So-
laid in his life? Hey, boys. Oh boy, it's
I
gonna
think
be
it's
easy.
so funny when
Is
you
that
call
a
me. You're like,
legit?
can you-
Is that like a
It looks
legit?
good.
Yeah, man, it's a real.
It just
Barney
looks
James
so
jersey.
flimsy.
It's from the NBA store.
from the NBA store.
Fanatics.
Oh,
So there's that's
nice.
one.
Yeah.
Good for me. Good for Bron. He's already in the G League, but he's only playing home games
I just
So are you actually ever going to wear this?
all the time.
Or are you just going to hang it up?
Are you gonna go white?
Hang it up.
You gotta
He
go.
hasn't hung it up. Why would I hang it up?
Go white
No.
T-shirt underneath
I
it, like
am.
Dwight Howard.
When I was in grade 10, I wore
Black
a David
hoodie,
Robinson
basketball
jersey the
jersey.
day of the class photo. And I think I've never looked fresher. This will be
David
close.
Robinson. That's
The
a
Admiral.
great jersey.
Those
Yeah,
new Raptors jerseys that you showed on O&E today are sick. The 30th
Okay, so
anniversary
congratulations to
jerseys,
me. Congratulations to Bronny. Now, do you want to hear a story about yourself, Tyler?
Well, first off, those Raptors jerseys, have you seen them, BM?
no, I
It's-
want one.
So it's the Dino logo,
Yeah, you want
but he's doing the Vince Carter dunk.
Sick.
I want one.
They're nasty. They're really, and they're
Where do
all
we get them
black.
from?
Get a Master P one.
Ooh, that'd be good. I'd
Get a
get that.
Grady Dick jersey, so it's just his dick on the back.
P Miller?
Ha! Those are pretty good.
Those are sweet, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
No, I'd go Damon Stoudemire.
Ooh, glasses.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Story about me. I'm very intrigued because I don't know what
So-
you're going to say.
I went to my nephew's hockey game.
Okay.
Shout out the entire minor hockey league of Earth. I don't know what team he plays on. And I'm sitting there, and
North
this guy
Sierra.
walks out to me. He goes, "Are you the Oilers Nation guy?" And before I lost my mind, I realized I was wearing hat, hoodie, and jackets. I'm like, okay. Yes. He goes, you work with that Yaremchuk, hey? And as he's talking to me, the vibe is getting harder, let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, I do. He goes, yeah, I played beer league against him a couple times. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, boy.
Now we're not having a friendly conversation.
No, that's not good.
And he goes, he's a real P word. I already stopped the pod once and we fucked up in 10
Okay.
minutes. I'm not going to. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, really? And he goes, yeah. He always starts shit on the ice and then never finishes it. And hold on. And he called me an old man last time we played.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He probably was old.
So then I'm like, oh, I see what I have to do here. So I
Yeah.
go, well, I don't think that I'm like on the same side as you in this conversation, man. And he goes, oh, and then like backed away staring at me. And I was
So
like,
he walked up to you to talk shit about me?
and then I was like, beat it, nerd. And then he left. So I'm like,
Beat
I
it,
don't know if
old
I'm going
man.
to fight a guy at my nephew's hockey game who's 9, but if someone sasses Tyler Remchick to me, I'm not agreeing with you, motherfucker.
One of my best friends on earth plays against Tyler sometimes in beer league. And he said the exact same thing, but he's also 6'6". So he goes, sometimes the darkness comes back when I play him, but I won't let it go.
So I will
have
say
kids
this.
now.
I think I used to be a lot more of a rat, and I have consciously been like, okay, I probably need to stop with some of the chirping because there was an incident a few years ago where me and this guy were going at it, and some guy came and grabbed me, and I said some things to the guy, and he goes, yeah, watch your show. And I was like, ooh, now I feel really bad that I just made fun of you. But I also think I might know who you're talking about. Because I did get into a brief scrap with a father-son duo at a game not that long ago.
Well, I think his kid must be on this team.
What are you
Oh, okay,
getting
maybe
into
not.
scraps for in men's league hockey?
But I
I
would
mean,
just-
I get it, but like,
So I also, guys like that, if he's
so
willing to come up and
funny,
talk to
I
you,
know.
he's probably one of the guys who love to be like, your podcast sucks. And then like expletive. And it's like,
Well, we went to the post-game brunch. He sat at a different table and was like mildly mean mugging me, and I just kept staring at him.
I can
Just know
definitely
I have your
see.
back in these
Now
streets.
imagine you're wearing a Bronny jersey in this instance.
I can definitely
Take his
see.
wife away from him.
That's right. On my way to steal your
Yeah,
goal.
oh, sorry. And I hit a VL on the way out for a G.
You do
The
very
Bronny
much give
James
me
way.
basketball player fighter vibes, where you go in and you throw one and then are backpedaling hard.
I'm very much looking forward to seeing you wear this, by the
I think
way.
we should all go to a
I invited Jay tonight. He said no. If anyone wants to play
Tonight?
Well, tonight.
tonight.
after the Oilers game, we play 10:30.
Well, after 10:30,
Yeah.
I can't imagine why he's not
I-
coming.
I play 3:00 on Sundays
But
with
I
these
thought,
guys
well, I
once
was-
a month.
Because I know that, like, for you, you're already out of the house. I was like, maybe after the
I'm
game.
almost out of retirement.
Exactly. That's why I extended
I'm
the
out of
offer to you.
retirement, yeah.
Are you playing on Saturday?
No, I'm in Toronto.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I could see why some people I play against don't like me, but I think I've gotten a lot better. most times.
I got your back in these trenches.
Yeah, I
That's all
appreciate
you
that
need to
actually.
know.
I like how he definitely thought he was like going to get somewhere with that, or that you were going to be like, yeah, we
like
all
you were
hate
gonna
him.
be, you were gonna be
man.
all like, oh yeah, that guy's such a loser at work.
No, I don't do fake friend shit. I either would have fought you myself or I'll defend you. It's so
One of the, and like also again in like a somewhat heated hockey game, who isn't like a little
No,
whatever.
it's true.
it's just that you're
It's
memorable
true.
because they know who you are.
Exactly. So a funny example of this was like, it was 3 years ago now, and we're playing this team and it's getting kind of chippy or whatever. And one of the guys on our team got like jumped behind the net, and this guy like pulled off his cage, because a bunch of us wear cages, pulled off his cage and just started feeding him. Like he had a black eye from it. And the next day he goes to work. He works at, actually I won't even say what it is because I don't need to dox anyone, but like,
No.
he goes, signs into work, gets on his Microsoft Teams. He has a meeting request. So he goes and he signs into this meeting, and it's with some guy he doesn't know. And the guy's like, hey man, like just wanted to apologize. Last night that was me. And after the game, when I looked at the game sheet and saw who you were, I was like, oh man, I work with you. He's like, I just want to say I feel really bad. You're number 83. He's like, I thought you were number 89, which is me.
Oh,
and he's
no.
like, we all decided in the second intermission that if anyone could get a lick on him, get him. But he beat up a guy he works with and had to make a Microsoft Teams meeting with him. They say like, I'm so sorry.
This is why you got to do a pre-scouting report.
Yeah.
So you know
Check
who
the
you're
game
playing
notes,
against.
right?
Yeah.
As
Check
they
the game
say.
notes.
Check the game notes.
Maybe you need to get more ratty out there.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Tie ratty.
Yeah. A little tie ratty.
He was the
So
answer.
you said you went to your son's hockey game?
Nephew.
Nephew's. Yeah, you went to your nephew's hockey game.
Yeah.
So have you been inundated with having to purchase fundraising stuff?
I say yes to everything.
Okay.
You just carry
That's good
around
to
some
know.
bills and you just,
No, my bottles are committed
Man.
to. The money's committed to.
Yeah, no, I mean, we just did a ball drive. It's just like fundraising and raffles
I have
for
6
kids.
tins of cookie dough.
Oh my
And
God. It's like a
400
full-time
bags
job,
of
man.
Popcorn from last year for
how much money do you get from doing a bottle drive that I presume takes
Okay,
like
so-
6 hours of a bunch of parents?
So
time?
it's like about 4 hours.
Okay.
So we did our ball drive from 11:30 till 3:30.
Mhm.
And then we had like a barbecue afterwards for
Where
2
you spent
hours.
all the money.
Yeah.
No. One family
Okay.
put it on.
Yeah.
It was, and they hosted
they
graciously.
just donated the money and
all,
saved
all of the kids. I think you're going to be surprised with how much.
Yeah.
So-
I'm hoping I am.
This is how kids bottle drive goes. You call the bottle depot. You say, I need a truck or a 5-ton truck. Drop it off at this address between this time. We'll fill it. You take it back. If you fill a 5-ton truck to the brim, you're going to get, depending on the size of the bottles.
Can we guess?
Yeah, let's guess.
Yeah,
okay.
fun.
Okay, I'll tell you exactly.
How
what-
many bags of bottles is it?
Oh, buddy. Couldn't even tell you. Like, look at a 5-ton truck. Like,
Cube truck we're talking about.
like a
right?
cube truck.
Yeah. Okay.
so like,
I'm
you know,
gonna go $650.
$650.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
$2,300.
I'll say
Okay.
$3,000.
$3
Oh,
grand.
you guys are going that high. Okay.
I was
I'm
gonna say
go
like 5G.
$1,500.
5G?
For
$1,500.
huge shit.
No. So you guys, bag milk,
$1,500 is my final
you
answer.
were low. JR, you were the closest. So if you get a lot of guys with the 25 centers, like if you come to my house and you're getting them Ryan Coke 40s and those 2 liters of Coke Zeros,
No Coke cans, just 40s and right.
you're getting, that's good per capita.
Kid can't carry the bag. He's like, "Oh, can you help me?
Dude, okay.
It's like
We'll get to the price.
barrel of rye.
There was a guy that we went to his house and he had 10 cases of Coke Zeros and 8 cases of Bud Lights. They were all meticulously stacked back in the thing. The Coke Zeros were like, the plastic was wrapped. They were all empty. They were all in there. The Bud Lights were all facing the same way. I was like, this guy's house is guaranteed.
Rain Man.
Yeah. So anyways, that truck will get you between around $1,900 and $2,400.
Okay.
Wow.
The highest we've ever had when we filled a truck was $2,400. $1,900. This one was a bit light, but we're late to the game. I mean, if you guys answer your door on a Saturday, you've probably had a bottle drive within the last couple of weeks, right? So here's the other thing, the little wrinkle that we did. We got boxes of chocolate covered almonds. So you take them all, you sell them $3 a box, and then you take back whatever you don't sell and you buy the ones that you did sell, right? For $1. You sell them for $3 a box, right? We sold over $1,400 worth of chocolate covered almonds.
Nice.
This is the boys. My son, I wasn't driving a truck. I coached a team. There's 6 trucks. I want the kids to be together. I don't want them to have the stress of like being in the coach's truck. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
I spend enough time with them. I want them to be free and be like themselves and have fun with their friends. So I'm like going to be a mule truck. I'm going to be one of the, drive the bottles back and forth.
One and done.
So I get to my son, and the guy, the person that's driving them around goes, "Your son's unbelievable." I'm like, "Why? What did he do?" "Well, he's offering 1 for 3 or 2 for 5 or 3 for like 15 or 3 for 13 or something." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not paying $1 a box that you sell." But then I realized, that's when I called the manager. I was like, "How much do we buy these for? $1 a box?" I'm like, "You know what? Let's see how this goes." They all took the same amount of chocolate covered almonds. They had 5 groups of kids selling them.
Door to door?
Door to door.
It's tough work.
4 of the groups sold them at $3 a piece, no matter what. My son sold them for $3 or 2 for 5, or in some cases, whatever the math
Probably like
worked
4
out to
for
in his
10.
head. Yeah. And he sold the most units and made the least amount of money.
It's a volume game.
You got to make it up in the volume.
So I was like,
I thought you were going to
On the one hand,
no, it was
he outsold every kid. No,
yeah,
he
he
lost.
sold the most units, not the most money. He did not bring in the most money.
Let me quote the great Bronny James. At least we tried.
Yeah. So anyways, you guys all have to buy at least 2 raffle tickets, because I'm not asking, I'm telling
Count me in.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'll buy
It's
some
just,
almonds
it's a
too.
lot to ask people to keep just buying
There's nobody up
$10
here
here,
soliciting
$10
Charles.
now.
This should be where you get it
$10
Is there
here.
a chance? What do I win?
So if you buy a
Can you read it
$10
for
raffle
me?
ticket, first prize is 4 seats to the Edmonton game in January, Loge tickets,
Ooh.
$1,500 value,
Big club or junior club?
big club.
Whoa, wow.
The millionaires?
Yeet. Second prize is $1,000. Third prize is $500. Those are the only 3 winners.
You have to sell a lot of tickets to make that back.
We all have to sell, I think, 100,
For $20 a pop or something?
$10 a pop.
I'll buy 2. Put me down for 2.
Yeah, I'll buy some.
I'll take 2.
Boom.
Yep.
Win the
Boom.
kit? 4 people?
Oh,
Loge?
yeah.
win
Good
the
idea,
kit?
boys.
Yeah, we're in.
Even for the cash?
Yeah, why not?
So $250 a pop if we win the cash?
Sure. I love it.
Is it rigged or real?
No, it's legit real.
Unfortunate.
And you know what? 2 in my son's last year's draw, first place and third place sold by him.
I want to buy a different kid. No way your son repeats
We're not buying kids, Tyler. You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, you can't buy kids.
Okay, before we wrap up the show, one more thing. Wanted to shout out the shirt up right now at nationgear.ca.
How's that selling? Moving?
Really good.
For the
Good.
love of the game, it's all in support of the Jasper Minor Hockey Association. The Jasper Bear sweaters, they are fresh. They are very comfy. I got my gray crew neck in the other day.
Very comfortable.
Liam implied, though, that you've gained weight on Oilers Nation Radio.
Ouch.
What? Oh, yeah, he did.
Hey, it was
He
just
told
Halloween.
me he looked at me and he was like, the gray's not slimming. I was like, what are you talking about, bro?
This guy's in your wedding party,
Yeah.
and he's telling you
He's
you're
trying to keep
fat.
it
Maybe
tight.
he's trying to keep it tight.
Hey, he's got an eye for Savile Row, you know?
Yeah. Anyways, you can look good. I guess if you want a more slimming color, go with the black. No matter what color you buy, it goes to a good cause because we're helping out our friends at the Jasper Minor.
Was it hard to only pick
Hockey
one
Association.
person from the office into your wedding party? Was that a tough conversation
Was
between you and
it
some others?
Hard. I mean, no, Liam and I have known each other the longest, right?
Just
You guys
kidding.
went to school together.
Yeah, we've known
Did
each
you
other.
actually?
We met at radio school. We did a radio show together at Nate.
What was it called?
BTI Live.
BTI.
What's
Live.
Because that
BTI?
was the junior hockey website we started together.
What does BTI stand for?
Below the ice. Taking you deeper.
This is a good time,
Oh.
Chalmers, to tell you that
Call
the
the
first,
game from
Like the
underneath.
gladiators.
the first time I ever met your M check at the old place, he comes in and I think was it your job interview?
Yeah.
I'm like, who the fuck is this? And he goes, yeah, I already have my own hockey website. And I'm like, all right, partial points. He's like, I get paid X amount of dollars by the X team to write for
What do you think
them.
he was coming into Shark Tank?
Hold on. I'm like, X amount of dollars, X amount of team. Okay. And I got this guy do it. They make $2 an article off him. I'm like, now you have my undivided attention.
Well, yeah, I would get guys, if I couldn't make a Crusaders game, I'd find someone that I went to school with. Sometimes it was Liam, and I'd give him $40 an article. So I kept 10.
He's already figured it all out there. He walked through like, I have my
Admin
own
fee.
website. I have my own
Pimp.
team. I don't need
He's
you
a
people for
content
anything.
pimp.
It was good though. You already had
I
most
didn't know
of the
you
road
got.
figured
Yeah,
out.
that's
Do you remember
Nate's
one
cool.
of our first nation one of the first nation events Tyler attended? Do you remember, BM?
Not really.
It was
Oh,
a-
yes, I do.
It
I
was
have
like,
a hilarious
our
photo.
first season launch, like afternoon season launch.
Yeah.
party.
Brew house.
No.
No.
But you showed up. You had your
He
like
clearly
aviator sunglasses
Oh
on.
boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
I
came
had just
in
gotten
like
out
a
of a
big
very
fucking deal.
Dripped out.
No,
Swinging
no, no.
D.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The big
No, no, no.
swinging D
You had
showed
like
up.
a collar pop.
Mm-mm.
2 polos.
I have one of my favorite photos of you
it's bad.
ever from that night.
That is, I don't want to say the story on the air actually, so I'll just go with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. He came in
I was
looking like he just got his brownie jersey.
I was wearing a flannel over top of my Pray for Playoff shirt, so I wasn't wearing a popped collar.
But
button.
there was a popped fan. You had it popped, and you had your
That
big
is not
fucking
almost popped.
aviators
You were the
on.
Rizzler.
And you looked disinterested in everyone.
Yep.
And that's how they fell in love.
That was your first impression of me?
I'm like, wow, I'm like, this kid's got an ego.
Yep.
He's dripped out.
He is drippy.
Yep.
How do I get so drippy?
Were you on PCP?
You know what they say, JR?
I
If you
can't
want
believe
someone
that's
to
what
like you, pretend you don't like them.
Yeah, you had me.
I can't believe that's what you thought of me. Boy, that's upsetting.
Confession day on real life.
Upsetting. Should almost be
That was
happy that,
funny.
it's, that
Yeah, I guess.
you're here.
It's just
I
funny
was
because
like
at that time
19.
you would have been like 21.
I was 19.
You were 19.
How old were you when I met you?
I would have been 19.
No,
too.
that party wouldn't have been 8 years ago, was it?
Probably.
Look at the face.
No.
Look at him doing the math.
I might have been 20.
Yeah, I feel like
It might
it
have been
was
7
like-
years
it
ago
was-
now.
I want to say like
Probably.
this
It
is
was
like
a long time ago.
2018, whatever year we were doing Don't Air reviews, because we did a Don't Air review after that event.
Every day with you is an eternity.
Did you do Don't Air reviews before Portnoy did one bite?
No, fuck off.
He's been doing that for 10 years?
He's been doing that forever.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I do want to bring back, someone
one
sent me
more
a
thing.
photo of the plaque at Famous Don't Air, the Oilers Nation plaque from our COVID bracket.
Mm.
We got to bring it back.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new restaurants too.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we do.
I put Roma on 149th on the list.
Roma on 149 is
It's dialed.
pretty
Where
good.
is that?
It's the old Klondike.
Remember Klondike Cycling Sports?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right
There's
next
a
to a
Don't Air
cannabis
joint
place.
there?
Genius.
Yeah, it's
Go
good.
get baked up and go eat a Don't Air.
They have good, and they have good garlic sauce. I'm a big fan of mixing sweet and garlic sauce now. Anyways,
That is everything I had. And if we didn't have to restart, we'd be at an hour.
oh yeah, touche.
You want me to give you the Bronny James jersey again?
Is
though?
it too early for me to put up my Christmas lights?
Yes, wait till a month
ours
before
already out.
Christmas.
You're good.
Okay, good.
I was wanting to put up my tree because I want to get into the nog.
I want to get in the nog too.
Nog and rums.
And your drink
Is it
counter
the
will go.
breeze that flips over?
That
into
elf's
Christmas?
coming back.
The fucking Christmas elf is
I
going to be
think
coming
that
back to
after
my house.
Remembrance Day, you can put your Christmas lights.
Whenever that Christmas station flips over, I think it's after Halloween. I think it's the breeze plays only Halloween
Okay,
songs.
but
Or
okay,
Christmas songs.
okay, but
The Halloween songs.
here's
way
the
better.
problem. I was sitting in my office watching a hockey game, doing some work, and
Drinking.
a KFC ad came on with a Christmas song on it, and I was like, middle finger in it. Fuck you.
Why?
Not because it's too early
I
For
went to
Christmas
get-
promotion, yes.
for a Christmas.
should have snow.
Get
I
your
think it just-
festive buckets out.
I went to just get groceries and I heard Mariah Carey for the first time of the year
Oh,
the other
it's
day. and
too
I'm like,
early.
"Oh, we've arrived.
She's
When does it
November
start
11th,
then?
November 12th.
December 1st is when I will have my first nog.
When do you take down the Christmas tree?
Put it up.
No, when do you take it down though?
Take it down.
Our trees are up.
If
When
my
does it
wife,
end?
if my wife had it her way, that tree would be up year round. She turned it into a Valentine's tree.
Sick.
She would turn it into a
Cool.
spring solstice tree.
Unbelievable.
It's not unbelievable. It's very frustrating.
Yes.
I would
Spring
put
ahead.
mine up this next weekend. It was out.
I just want to do the Christmas lights right now because it's really nice
It's
outside.
prime condition.
Yeah.
But after Remembrance Day, it's all good.
I want the Christmas elf back in my life. Pouring his little
Okay, kids,
thimbles of rum.
stop listening to this show right now.
Do not do what you're about to do
Okay.
because they're not going to stop listening.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Don't.
We'll do it after.
For the kids.
It has.
And then you tell
Lost
us why you
episode.
were wearing sunglasses at the party.
Oh, yeah.
It's ruining my Christmas. One thing has ruined Christmas for me.
Joy.
Made me not want to be there for the month of December.
Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll never forget that name. Because he's there stalking. Let's see.
Now we're passing around a.
I knew there was that element to it too. I knew
That's whose sunglasses I was wearing.
Yeah, you better
You got to
stop.
let that go.
You better timestamp that statement.
2012 edition.
Okay, well, that's enough of this podcast for the
I
day.
want to know what you were not supposed to do. Or did you say it? I wasn't paying
Not
attention.
supposed to do?
Yeah.
No.
You told the kids not to do.
No, I just didn't want.
We're going to talk about Chalmers' least favorite Christmas tradition. I don't think we should.
Oh, Elf on a Shelf?
Yes.
Why?
Because he shows up and stalks you. Someone always watching you.
Because it's like, you know that feeling where you have to do something.
Are you whispering because you think people on the pod can't hear you?
And it weighs on you?
Yeah.
That's every goddamn
It's
day.
stressful.
It's stressful.
What if it's December 1st and all of a sudden the elf is sticking out of the carburetor and I don't know what happened?
That's my idea.
Workplace accident.
That's my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Okay. We're good. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Right,
Go
We talked a lot of hockey.
Go subscribe to the Daily Faceoff YouTube and the Oilers Nation YouTube. But if you don't want to miss the sheet with Jeff Merrick, subscribe on the Daily Faceoff YouTube. Have both those channels.
Who's going to the game tonight? To see Connor's 1,000 points.
I am not.
I thought you go to every game.
No, I'm not.
Because you're a men's league game?
No,
More important?
I wanted to go to both.
Oh.
Oh, the old man sell his tickets? So you got bumped out.
Well, he keeps listing them. He keeps putting them up for under list. And then he doesn't pay attention to things like McDavid returned to the lineup. So obviously his tickets against Vegas went like that because he was the cheapest ones in his section. And then the same thing for this one. As soon as McDavid had his 4 points, someone went and bought him. So I'm not.
Best week of football all year?
Chiefs Bills Sunday. Let's go.
Eagles Commanders Thursday night.
That'll be a good game.
Vikings Titans, let's go, Sam Darnold.
Browns Saints. Jameis Winston revenge game.
Good NFL weekend.
Those are the worst.
Okay, that's a wrap. Talk to you on Monday, everybody.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.